Uno mas.
Hello there, stragglers.
What is up? Welcome back to some, I thought this was a Let's Play, never mind. Welcome back to another episode of the NerdVibed podcast. It is episode 50. We finally reached 50 episodes of this fucking stupid-ass podcast. So yeah, it has been a while since we've done this, like 2 weeks for you guys. I think a good, practice for this podcast will probably be like an episode every 2 weeks or so, maybe, because then that'll give us like a chance for stuff to happen, because we don't really talk about things that happen in Let's Plays that much sometimes because we're so focused on gaming and being gamers. So we figured no, I didn't really talk about this with Jake at all. I thought it would be like a good chance to be like, hey, let's do like the podcast every 2 weeks. So
Okay.
You like that idea?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, business meeting during episode, cool.
Business meeting during content.
Yeah. So yeah, figured we will do that. And go from there. And also, you may have noticed that hopefully the mic quality is somewhat better. It sounds a little muffled for some reason still, because I am using an older Blue Snowball mic, so I think it's been like used to the point where it's just reasonably like muffled from collateral damage or something. Because the one I recently got that I used to use before we went on the hiatus, that one just stopped working out of nowhere all of a sudden, and I had to switch back to the condenser mics that we used like a few years ago. And I gave Jake a different USB code, and that his mic sounds like as compared to mine. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure something out. So
We need money.
Yeah, we need to get money and get different mics. But also, you guys are not gonna notice this, but all right. You guys. Sorry, we had to, because it was stocks. So yeah, we're back and shit. So yeah. What the fuck were we talking about? Podcasting
And
and
microphone.
Yeah. So
yeah, we need money.
we need money to get better mics.
Better equipment.
Better equipment in general. And plus also like my room is not just like built at all for like recording in any way. We're underground, so I would imagine that the noise from when we get loud,
I wonder how much it costs to rent
it's not good.
Oh, it's not good.
No,
I was about to say, I thought you were like gonna say what I was gonna say, because I was like, I wonder how much it costs to rent like a recording studio or something.
Oh, I fucking wish, but like, there's like no point if it's just like the two of us right now.
Yeah.
And like you can just easily walk to my house, as opposed to if like there was probably like, if we were able to like, which at this point like it's out of range to be honest, but like if we had two other people with us and we all like pitched in to get like a recording thing together, then we could go there. But then that would also have to mean like we would have to get like separate recording equipment for that place as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not going to haul all my shit into like a backpack and take it there. That's just useless to me, like Jay can attest to like how like fucked up my like setup is. There's like codes everywhere and everything is all jumbled together. It is going to be a nightmare, like it usually is for anyone else, but it's going to be like a fucking nightmare when I move out and I have to like put up all the codes into like bags and then just figure out everything and just set everything up. It's going to be a nightmare just even getting anything out of here, more specifically. But yeah, it's a mess. The codes are everywhere. It's a fucking fire hazard. I might die of a fucking fire someday. So, it's not good, not good in the slightest. But hopefully someday, if things go right in the future, the keyword is if, because nothing really ever goes right for us, in general. But if we're able to get people on board, which at this point, who fucking knows if that's going to be a thing that will happen ever.
I
But
do have coworkers I would consider that would be like, oh, they're like those two, like when the three of us we like talk, it's like if you put like if we were like at like a recording studio, right? Like we would have like a pretty good like banter like podcast kind of thing.
oh, all right.
I just the thing is with people. Well, they're on the younger side,
Uh
but
huh.
they're like a few years younger than us. One's like 20, one's 21.
But
Um, which is not an issue, but it's just they kind of live in different areas and like, and obviously when we deal with people in our like age group or even on the bit younger side, it's like people have lives and like I feel like, and I feel like a reason why this when we haven't like really gotten any people on board is I think people want they kind of want like a guarantee of like oh this is like popular or something like
uh
that.
huh.
That's kind of what like so I wonder if like we need to like maybe gain a few subs before we can before people start taking it seriously and be like oh you guys are considering us like
Yeah. Yeah, because like when we like bring up like the channel name and then they search it, and there's only like 160 subs, then it's like, why the fuck would I go to the house
yeah.
and record stupid fucking content nobody watches? But if we had like 10,000 subs, then I would be they would be like, oh, hell yeah, I want to go to your house and record stupid content that people watch.
Yeah.
Get paid for it? Hell yeah. Yeah, that's I'm sure there's
The-
like-minded individuals like us out there that meet our age and are fucking losers just like us.
they're like and want like to help build an empire.
Yeah, like I wouldn't feel right with like joining like a channel that's already established and that even also has like a huge semi-huge following already.
I'm just assuming some people are like, hey, buddy, if you don't have a play button, I don't want
Yeah.
it. I don't want to
If you
be
don't
here.
have like at least 100,000 subscribers, I want you to leave my site. Like,
Sorry, buddy. I need to see that plaque.
yeah, if you don't have a piece of plastic that says your channel name on it with the YouTube logo on it, you need to fuck off from my face because that is not
I'll be
okay.
honest. Some of those play buttons do look really nice, though.
They're nice and cool, but like we'd be able to get there easier if we had two other people with us because people prefer like third player content sometimes a lot of the time
Yeah.
as opposed to two player content. You know?
Yeah.
It's like I don't know, just like there's games that I have imagined. Um because I'm more familiar with like multiplayer games than I think you would be. That's not saying anything negative towards you. It's just I've seen like what third player games are popular, and we can't do those games because like there's no point in really doing like only two players to me, really, when we could have like two other people with us and we can have the full experience
Yeah.
of doing third player games with third players.
I know, right? Imagine streams where we do full squads like every time
Yeah.
on Fortnite.
It's why it's unfortunate that it's like we do have friends who we know would be willing and want to partake, but like the life situations are just not in line with them being able to do that.
Yeah, because because we meet up on Saturdays and most people on a Saturday they're like, wow, this is my first day off for the entire week.
Most of our
I
friends
don't
work
want
in
to do
retail.
I don't want to do apps. It's either they want to do absolutely nothing or they already made plans
Yeah,
ahead of time.
yeah,
So it is very difficult.
yeah. Most of our friends work in retail, like
Yeah.
at like grocery stores and
Yeah,
shit.
I could feel it. Yeah, that's
So we they
I
have
can
those
tell the
days for
burnout.
working. It's not they don't even have those days off that we have off. It's just they work those days, and the days that they have available, most of them are like it's like a mixture of like Tuesday, Wednesday, and others have like Wednesday, Thursday, or something off.
Because retail is it's not like a Monday through Friday kind of business. It's like
Yeah,
you have to be available. I'm pretty sure some places close on Sundays, but I'm not entirely sure. But I feel like most of them are open like the entire week.
they are. And like a good chunk of people we know, from what I have heard specifically, only have like one day off most of the time.
Yeah, it's
So
brutal.
you can imagine, like,
They don't
as
want to
time
use
goes
they
on,
don't want to use that
they
one.
literally want to use that day to fucking sleep.
Yeah.
And I don't blame them at all.
Yeah.
I don't blame them in any way. I've always, I've always tried to be considerate, especially as time has gone on with people we know. Because like at first it's like, you know, I remember always being like, that's you know, I always went from kind of being in like a mind process of like, well, like you guys have like 2 days off. Maybe use that first day to fucking do stuff with me, and then you can take that other day to be like sleep and shit. And then it got to the point where I'm like, well, I've always felt like I was fucking annoying with this stuff, but I was like, all right, maybe I'm being too pushy. I'm, trying to be like, you know, considerate. So, if you're still down for hanging out, feel free to. Just let me know, and I should be available whenever. And then nowadays, it's just kind of like I don't want to bother people, and I know the answer 99% of the time is just going to be, at best, yeah, I'm down to hang out. I'll let you know, and then they don't ever let me know. So
Yeah, they don't ever let me know.
So yeah, it's fun. It's great. I love being an adult. The fact that FTC has over 1,000 videos on it is kind of a miracle. Um, it's 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 adult life,
Yeah.
just adult life. That's all there is to it. Um, I'm not really bent. I don't get really bent out of shape because I know that people have lives and it sucks still. I really just want to go to people's jobs and just fucking kidnap them and then bring them to my house, but you know, that's illegal and I can't do that. So, um, yeah, we definitely need to get popular. So, guys, if you're watching this video podcast, please tell all your friends and family and extended family, even your pedophile uncle who touched your sister at that one family gathering years ago
that you're
about
not
NerdVibed.
that you forgot about, but now you're remembering it.
Yeah. Sorry to bring back traumatic memories, but there's much more important things to get down. So sorry that your sister was touched, but unfortunately the NerdVibed channel needs to grow. So yeah, sorry. Anyways, get us to 1,000 subs first, and hopefully after that we'll be able to afford your sister's therapy. So yeah.
We're not sponsored by BetterHelp.
Yeah. I know there was like a controversy with them at some point. I don't know what it
I don't
what it even was. I
I
don't
don't know.
remember.
I don't know.
But like
I
there's
just
like something about them
I
that people
just
didn't like.
I just remember I did like thought about using it, and then when I didn't have a therapist, but I was just seeing how like a bunch of reviews of just like the therapists will show up when they feel like it, and I'm like, oh, that's not good.
Yeah, therapists should probably be there at all times.
Yeah, I mean, in all seriousness, I do think it's would be can good for convenience, but literally I literally like you're nowadays like most places they private practices they just give you their number so you can just freaking text them.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I don't even like it is a good concept, but it's again like I feel like most private practices now they just give you their phone number, so you don't
Yeah.
I don't really see the point of BetterHelp.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it is I don't know. Like I heard
I'll,
some fishy things about it anyway, so it's like whatever.
I'll have to do a deep dive onto, because I never actually, the only like controversy that I've heard about like sponsorships, I've obviously Honey was like the
Yeah.
big one, like the big bombshell, which I think I tried using like before, and then like when I try to apply like the coupons or whatever, it's literally nothing like the ad, and I literally did not see any the value of like the cart go down. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like I'm pressing check for coupons, and you're not working.
Yeah, so I I googled BetterHelp, and one of the first things that came up was controversy.
Oh,
Which, when I look for therapy, one of the things I always make sure, when I'm searching up the company that I'm looking for therapy and mental help, is one of the first top searches being controversy with surrounding their entire company. So that's good. That's a good site. And in the people also ask section, it asks, why is BetterHelp in trouble? So this happened in 2023.
mm.
So um, in 2023, BetterHelp agreed to pay 7.8 million to settle Federal Trade Commission charges that it shared customer-sensitive mental health data with Facebook, Snapchat, and other companies for advertising purposes, despite promising to keep information private.
Isn't that illegal?
Yeah, it's very illegal. It's literally mental health data, private data that no one should ever know about. So yeah, probably don't go to BetterHelp,
Yeah,
guys.
I heard it's very overpriced anyway, so I
Yeah,
don't
I
even.
did hear it kind of got better, but like even then, I don't know. It's just like I'd rather be suicidal and not spend money than, you know, be somewhat less suicidal and spend money, I guess.
Yeah, that's something.
Yeah.
I did not
Um
know that. That is
yeah, they
crazy. I
literally
don't know
sold
how.
information
I
to
I really don't understand how they didn't get just straight up shut down after that. But
yeah, I don't know how they still have like customers even after that
yeah.
situation. And sometimes I watch channels where like they still like get sponsored by BetterHelp.
Well, that's just the YouTuber who wants the money.
I mean, I'm gonna come. Okay, so like, if we got popular, right, and BetterHelp reached out to us, right, we would take the sponsorship. Just so, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we would. All right, guys, we're back. So
Yeah, we need the money.
we need the money, but we're not gonna go into
We don't have
sponsorship.
we don't have enough money to have like morals for sponsorships like
Yeah,
some other people.
yeah,
And like the only this wasn't really like a controversy or anything that like blew up, but it's just I probably talked about this before, but there was a YouTube channel I used to watch, and they went into like this whole rant that they were trying well, first of all, they would when they didn't do sponsors, but they when they did sponsors, there was always like small business, like they would just try to help out like small businesses. It wasn't like big companies or anything, which I thought was very nice and very like endearing
yeah.
to like just help out, because I do believe in helping small businesses. And but they did went on this rant about how Raid Shadow Legends um asked to sponsor them, and they were like and they went to a rant about like everything they wanted you to do, and it was so like tedious and like very like picky, like I don't remember exactly what, and but they were like, but they thought it was like so stupid. It did when they explained it. It does sound very stupid how that it's like you need to provide like, I think it was like you have to provide like unique gameplay and shit,
Mm-hmm.
and like you have to like use like these specific words when you're talking about the game and stuff. Um, very like, and then they just posted the like the entire like their entire like contract on Google. So they basically just leaked like if someone gets like a sponsorship from Raid Shadow Legends, this is like the contract and like their like list of requirements they have to do to fill out.
Yeah.
So they're like, fuck you guys.
I don't, you know, I don't get why sponsors will always do that kind of thing, which is like, hey, we want you to advertise our game, but like you cannot put any of your like your specialness into it, like any of your own critical thoughts. You have to say what we want you to say and nothing else. Like there's like no creative freedom to the point where it's just like you're just like a robot talking for like 60 to 90 seconds.
You hear the same thing.
Yeah.
Over and over again.
It's like, okay. Sure, whatever, I guess. Yeah. I mean, that being said, if Raid Shadow Legends ever wanted to sponsor us.
I don't know how I feel about how we would have like on the screen like the freaking QR code of Raid Shadow Legends and like use code NerdVibed to get 7 rare champions and 1 million gold.
Somehow NerdVibed would be a taken like sponsor code, so we'd have to do like Vibed Nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit sucks.
And remember, it's only for 30 days, so
it's only for
be quick.
Days, so act fast.
Oh man, I do think we should do like Raid Shadow Legends, like a Let's Play for like an April Fool's or something like that.
Well, it's already passed this year,
but it's like some April. One April Fool's we do like Raid Shadow Legends. As of us
recording it slowly like a month ago.
Yeah,
we came back like I think like 2-ish weeks at most, like after April Fool's. But maybe next year we'll do that.
Yeah, like an April Fool's.
As long as it doesn't cost money, because I'm not spending any fucking money on Raid Shadow Legends.
I'm pretty sure it's free.
Yeah.
And obviously, you can go through any YouTuber to see if they have like if they uploaded something recently that you can just get like a bunch of free shit. Yeah. Just use their freaking code.
Yeah. Yeah, I would never spend money on mobile games.
It'd be like a April Fool's like one-off episode where we play it and we're just like
we have to think of something to do where like
I think like but the joke is like we talk about it like it's a sponsorship and if we like if there's like some like genuine like bad gameplay or something, we just like kind of like laugh it off or be like I love these mechanics.
But like there's like little moments where like we just like question to ourselves like, oh god, it's like, is this even fucking worth it?
Yeah.
And then like we don't even bring that up. We don't even be like, sorry guys, I'm just having like second thoughts or anything. We just keep going.
I love how it will literally just be a one-off episode. And I just think like episode 1, it just says like Finn on like the thumbnail. Yeah. Raid Shadow Legends complete series. It's just like one episode.
Yeah, that's that'd be the game that only has one episode. God, yeah, just like I would never spend money on like things I get off my phone.
Yeah, and just I think mobile games lost once. I'll just say once the mobile games went free, that's when the downfall began.
Yeah,
because it was
like $2 or $3.
I literally watched a really great video about like it was like a kind of a video essay about them talking about like why are the like it was basically like, why are the mobile game ads look like this, and you know which ones they're talking about.
Yeah.
The slop ones.
Yeah.
That they trick your brain. But they basically they were like, mobile games like they used to cost money, and then once they went free, that's kind of when the trouble began. And
yeah.
It's kind of been downhill ever since.
Yeah, because I used to like in like the 20. I've never been like a mobile gamer, but I've always been able to tell. Oh my god, I've always been able to tell like there's a reason why late 2000s, early 2000s, like mid 2010 games for mobile games have always had their like special touch to them, and I see why people like them.
Yeah, because it was more about how like, because and this is just with YouTube. But I was literally watch those like two videos, and they like both like YouTube and like mobile games have like the same thing, that it's more about how many downloads you can get instead of how much money you can get.
Yeah,
Um, but back a decade ago when they were like charging for the games, like 99 cents, $5, whatever. It was about being an actual business, and wasn't about how many downloads you guys. Just like someone bought the game. But yeah, and that's just with also with unfortunately with like I watched this like really good video, and it was pretty much about like Mr. Beast, and like I did not know they run like algorithms of like which thumbnail works best and which like is the right facial expression to make in the thumbnail, and I think that's fucking crazy.
if you're spending that much time
Like it's
on a
no,
YouTube thumbnail,
yeah, they have like this like chart, and they were like going through like, and they would run like simulations of like how many clicks it get. It's like what the.
it's just
The video was called the video was called Mr. Beast is what Mr. Rogers warned us about. It was a really good video. It was a really really solid video, and
yeah.
um but yeah, it was just I just did not know that, and I'm like that's, and it's just, and that's what other YouTubers do now, is just like, and then like it was like so eerie watching when they would play like all the videos at the same time of them doing like the same like Mr. Beast thing, where they'll like be like really hyping like the first like 10 seconds of the video to like to get you to stay to watch the whole thing.
Ah,
It's like so eerie to me that they all do like I put 100 people in Minecraft, like it's like the same thing, and
yeah.
it's like so creepy to me.
Because
It's like
it's like just you programmed.
yeah.
People like programmed to do that because
Yeah,
they know if they do anything different that people are gonna stop watching the
yeah,
video.
yeah, and they were talking about like Mr. Beast's whole like memo about like how to make like and it's just so like, and when you read that, it's just like you're reading it as like, are you doing this out of genuine passion, or are you just doing this for like, it's not even about like views anymore, it's just like clicks.
Yeah,
It's just, it's so like I know a lot of people just say how YouTube's become a dystopia, but like I've seen enough proof that it kind of turned us into one. And no, we're never gonna go down the Mr. Beast formula, because we actually like we try to actually have passion.
yeah. Like I don't know. It's just I've um I've had like you know over the past decade of me doing YouTube, but like people I don't even know, and like even friends who I know in real life just being like, you know, not out of like anything negative, it's just like always like, oh yeah, like you don't really edit your videos, like, just like, um, I don't know what I'm trying to word right now, but like they just like say like you don't put like any effort into your videos, like you have to edit it to like a specific style, and you have to edit it in a way where it's just like you have to have like your own specialty to it. But like I've never liked editing videos, and it's due to a part of, well, you know, I do like when I am in a creative process and I want to edit a video because I want to polish it up, and when I finish it, it's good, it's fun because I've edited videos in the past year, some of them on my main channel, and I liked how they turned out. I had a fun time editing them, and it was very fun. But most of the time, I will always at most do like a pause in the video and unpause it, or like I'll do like a cut if like I forget something, or I need to cut something out. But it's just like I I never want to like do like all that zany shit where it's just like subtitles on the screen at all times or like zoom ins at all times or noises all the time. The most annoying videos that you can watch is, in my opinion, someone having an annoying ass fucking fake voice, subtitles, and they continuously zoom into the face or something on screen
It
every five
needs, if you
seconds.
do any sort of zoom, it has to be for comedic
Yeah,
effect or to really emphasize something that's like
yeah.
happening. Um,
I also hate like fucking unnecessary sound effects.
this reminds me of
It's not
it
needed.
reminded me of for St. Patrick's Day, I watched all the Leprechaun movies. And I watched
I didn't know those Leprechaun movies, little one.
um Killer Leprechaun and shit.
Oh,
So I watched so the last two are where he's in the hood, okay?
yeah.
So the last one's called Back to the Hood.
Uh huh.
And one thing that was really distracting. Well, first of all, this was really, I don't mean a tangent, but I'll get to like, but I did not realize the actor, one of the the actors in that movie was MM from The Boys until like the last 30 minutes, and I was like, oh shit. I was like so like out of it that I was, oh but anyway, so what kept bothering me about like the movie is they would just do these random transitions that it just seemed like someone was in like in like the editing, and they were just like, oh, this would, and they have like those like, like default like transitions,
Uh
like
huh.
you can like pick which one. I just felt like they kept like clicking like which one. I'm like, oh, just to be like to show like how impressive it is, but it just makes you come off as like you're not like thinking, you're just like picking, like, so there'll be like these like random transitions, like they're not consistent at all. So like transitions were so inconsistent, and just to me it was just someone like was just pressing like just picking like a random one, like, okay, this one, okay, what about that, okay, that one, and it was just it was like kind of
Mm.
annoying me. But yeah, so that's, you know editing is tough. um I definitely can, I think some content creators can probably get the burnout, that probably they feel the burnout more from actually like editing the content compared to actually filming it.
Uh huh.
um but yeah, I just feel like sometimes people are just, like you said, are like they put like way too much into it that it just shows like you're trying too hard.
Yeah.
um but to me, if it's like, if I have to edit a video, it's like if I'm gonna use like either like zoom in transitions or anything, it's like it's gotta actually matter, like it's gotta like actually have a purpose into why.
Mhm.
If it's like, like, for example, like if I'm like doing something and I bring up a funny clip, then I'm gonna put the clip up on the screen to show what I'm talking about. But they're just like, yeah. So I feel like people, they expect editing, but they also, when they'll also like watch content that they like try way too hard with the editing, that it just comes off as like you just trying to make it as flashy as possible without you
Yeah.
actually putting an effort
Yeah.
into like editing.
Yeah. Like I think the only like for this channel, you guys are never gonna like see like flashy editing ever, and not that like there ever has been on this channel. Like the only like editing on this channel that like has been on it is like just jump cuts at most. But like on FEC, there's like, especially in the early days, like there's like actual edits and like I would probably say like all throughout like FGC's history, there's probably like not as last year's, but whenever I was happy with FGC, the more effort actually went into videos.
Mm.
And honestly, FTC is kind of like a perfect example with like you being able to tell when someone is happy with a channel as opposed to not being happy. If like you go to FGC and you go to like 2019, then you'll see like the thumbnails are cool. You'll see that the videos are edited most of the time, and even when they aren't edited, if you hear me in the videos, you can tell that I'm also happy as well. In 2020, they're still edited, um, but like I was tired in that year. Obviously, like just anyone else was. But you could obviously tell like there's like a decline of like me attempting to like put effort into anything. And then 2021, I was depressed. There was like I think a good chunk of videos from that time period that like I actually put editing into, but like it was honestly also the thumbnails that I'm talking about,
Mm-hmm.
where it's just like the thumbnails like literally like kept downgrading whenever I wanted to like change up the thumbnails. Because it went from like, oh man, like if you like view like FGC thumbnails from like I forget the time period, but it went from me like making like custom thumbnails for every single video, like which is like something entirely different, and I put like so much effort into one of them. But like at some point I just put like a screenshot of like the video, and that was it. I just made the thumbnail like the screenshot. I took a screenshot from the video, and I just put like a number in the top left or whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of like what it got to at some point, because like I think 2021, 2022. I forgot off the top of my head, but you'll be able to tell like when I was like starting to be like burnt out. Not really from FGC itself specifically, but like there's some things I was burnt out about FGC, but it was also like kind of like I guess the attitudes some of the other people a part of the channel had,
Mm-hmm.
which is like, man, you know, I'm trying to have this be like a thing we can all have, and people aren't seeing it that way. They're just kind of like, blah, like it just not necessarily whining, but like they just were not understanding what I was trying
Mm-hmm.
to do with FTC. And I know it's like this is kind of like a shit example because it's not really with like me being tired of making content. Like I was at times, especially like um I would say like the last 2 years of FGC, I was like really just kind of like, man, like this is going to be a strain to me. Um, but it was always mostly just like you know behind the scenes stuff for
Mm-hmm.
FGC that kind of like put a strain on me.
Yeah. And
Um,
and when you were doing all that editing and all the thumbnails, you were doing it out of genuine passion, and
yeah,
you were you weren't doing it out of trying to just beat the algorithm or catch up with the algorithm. Like I'll just say this, like I'd rather have 1,000 subs who genuinely like enjoy our content compared to like 100,000 who are just because of the algorithm, if that makes sense.
uh huh, yeah,
Like I'd rather have people who are genuinely here to actually watch our content like wholeheartedly, and not have like a bunch of random people who just
I,
again just
I think
be.
both those overlap. You
Mm-hmm.
can still like make a channel and suck off the algorithm and like have like a loyal audience, but like I know what you're saying. I'd rather have like a channel with like 2,000, 3,000 subs and like have like a couple hundred people watch every video we put out, as opposed to like making slop but having like mindless stupid fans
Yeah,
who just intake everything we put
yeah.
out.
That's why these AI channels are becoming such a problem.
Yeah, YouTube is becoming oversaturated, but like with machine made content.
Yeah.
and it's just it's honestly just called Tube now. Like there's no U put of YouTube now,
Yeah.
and it hasn't for like a longest time, to be honest. Like at some point in like the 2010s, it's just kind of like started to go downhill, and decade later, like you know, we can see the effects of like how um you know much of a negative effect that you can have
I just
when
I'm sorry. I just imagine like some like YouTuber video essay that's like trying to be like a serious documentary, be like, how did Drama Alert cause the downfall of YouTube back?
oh no, yeah, I know John Muller was popular at the time. I'm just talking about in
Oh yeah,
general.
because I was thinking about like, because I'm thinking like, oh shit, where the 2010s like degeneracy, was that like, did that start it? Like, is that where it began?
No, I mean, in my opinion, yeah, because like people are just like so bloodthirsty and just like so lustful over like views and shit that like it kind of like it was like a domino effect where like there's like clickbait titles back then and clickbait
Yeah.
thumbnails, but stuff wasn't actually in that video about like the title or the thumbnail,
Yeah.
and then it just kind of like stuff started happening, and then eventually it just kind of evolved into like what we have now. So yeah, like
Yeah. AI, just AI
just
channels, AI.
stuff that people don't even make,
Yeah.
and they put into like a
They
generator,
yeah, they type like one sentence and
and
it
it
is.
just makes like a 20-minute long video. It's wild, and that's most likely. I cannot fucking talk today. It's most likely going to get worse.
Yeah.
Who knows what YouTube will look like in
Especially with how
5 years?
better AI just gets like each growing
Yeah,
month. It's getting like eerily better and
yeah,
better.
and you know,
Like look at back, like I was rewatching because I was just so fucking funny when AI was genuinely funny when they were doing.
yeah,
I was watching like a compilation of when he plays doing like the AI shit, and like think of how far AI's come when it like was like in like 2021 to like right now, and it's like
uh-huh,
scary.
yeah,
And just so it's like who knows what it's gonna look like in like a year from now,
yeah,
or even a few months from now,
yeah,
how it's like gonna look.
yeah, and like I know all this AI talk is ironic coming from us, considering the fact that our second channel at this specific moment is geared towards AI content.
Which we haven't done anything.
We have not done because fucking Sora sucks ass and won't take our prompts because
Well,
it sucks.
Sora's fucking gone anyway.
Yeah,
Sora's gone. Sora's. Oh man, yeah, they're gone.
yeah,
Disney withdrew their $1 billion. Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, it,
yeah, it's just like it's one of it's kind of like I liked it for like the humor, but like once you see it, like once you start seeing it, you get the fatigue of it. So it's just AI fatigue at this point. Like
yeah, and like the first month or so was very interesting, but like after a while, you kind of start to see like, oh my god, like this was like an actual fucking video that someone took. Like, that's like the insane thing about it. Like you said, like 2021 and 2022 or whatever, those general years, um,
when AI was so funny and cursed and
like people were always like, bro, like, you seriously think that AI is going to overtake like art and like videos and all that stuff? Look at it. It looks like ass. And then like a year later, it's like, all right, yeah, it's getting better, but like it's still fucking ass. And then like a year after that,
just cut to
it's
the
like,
Mr. Incredible meme with
yeah,
like the black like
it's
oh
like,
no.
oh my god. Okay, well, there's no soul in it, so like, objectively it's worse. But now, a year from now, it's going to be impossible to tell because like how advancing AI is getting, and it's only going to get better after that. By 2030, we might as well just like AI generate content, and we can actually AI generate like two other people with us.
Honestly, so I was actually watching a reaction video too, and so there is actually this one AI channel that I do think, with how it's like edited and stuff, that it's like shows like actual effort is, and it's about, and they do like historical stuff, and they really do, but and he like the guy doing the reaction, who is actually one of my favorite history YouTubers, he goes like, and this is just what and I'll add on to like what he said, and he's like, how he'd point out like the details with like the AI, and he says, and he's like, those details of like bad text and stuff, those might be gone in like a couple years, and honestly, once those like details are gone, it's like it's over.
Yeah,
like it is over.
Yeah, like specifically with like AI art, once AI gets over the hump of like when you zoom in and you can tell it's AI, when it solves that, art is going to be doomed. Digital art is going to be doomed when AI figures out like how to like make all the minute
Maneuvers,
details like spot on to the point where like you can't tell if it's AI or not. Like I know what AI art is like. Like it takes inspiration from like actual digital art and all that other means of art
stolen.
too. Yeah,
They just steal people's
I'm
art,
I'm
run it
using
through an
that
algorithm.
phrase
Yeah.
as like takes inspiration. Like obviously it steals. That's I didn't mean as like it's inspired by your art and it bases it off of that art. Like no, I know that it's stolen art pretty much, but yeah, it's fucked. It's scary, and it's a shame, obviously, that it's only going to get
And
better.
what's just unfortunate is just, I do think AI can be a great tool to aid and help people, but we just use it to override and take over creativity. That's just the
Yeah,
problem.
I I'm sure like there's been advances with AI where like I've heard about like AI doing like people using AI to like advance a lot of stuff. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, and that's mostly not
Um,
mostly. It's somewhat due in part by like how much you hear AI and like how much it takes away from us. But like people have used AI to like do some very fantastic
I
things.
remember there was
There's
one
no doubt
infamous
about that.
post running around that they did use like AI to like detect cancer early on,
Uh
which is
huh.
like, yeah, like that's what it should be used to help.
Yeah.
Like I don't, it needs to be helpful, not just. And again, I just, people will just go on, and it's just, this isn't just with like art, it's with like books as well. They'll just be like people, the amount like people just, goes with books, music. Like I actually found out an artist I did listen to was AI the whole time, and I got like so mad about it
Uh
that,
huh.
because it just like, but like, books, like people will just go to like ChatGPT, any open AI, and just be like, write me a book about blah 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 blah, and then they'll give
Write
them
me
like
a
the
Trump
whole,
and a Biden fan fiction.
and then they'll publish it and get money from
Yeah,
it, and I'm like,
that's
you
wild.
didn't do anything.
That's very wild.
Like, guys, I get it's hard to make money now, but like we don't need a, like, it's just like so disingenuous to me, because I just feel like when it comes to either, like, again, comes to YouTube, writing a book, making a song, making music, anything of that nature, like there needs to be genuine creative passion behind it, but it's just, people are just doing it for algorithm, make money. which I just is not really earned.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just crazy. Like
I agree.
we once this channel gets like off the ground, we can get like monetized. It's just like it's gonna be like wow, like hard work, right? We
Yeah.
did it. Like it feels the money feels earned, but it's just like with these people, it's just like they'll be making all this money just by doing bare minimum or doing little
Yeah.
to nothing at all.
Mm.
And that it just feels like you're like not like I don't know, like earning money like soullessly. I should
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
No, I agree. Like there's no effort put into it. It's just a quick, easy buck. Um, but yeah, I mean, it sucks. It sucks that people can just easily make money off of like just typing in like a sentence or two, and then they are able to be met with like oh my no. Well, speaking is kicking my ass today. Um, it's sad when people can just type in like a sentence or two, and then whatever they're using, they're just met with like a book or like a video or like art that looks amazing, reads amazing. It's just unfortunate. Um, but I don't know. Just the unfortunate thing that I hope Twitter specifically realizes, and Blue Sky as well, um, that AI is, you know, it's only going to get very much better. And who knows how good it will get. It's not a matter of, you know, um, fuck, what was I gonna say? It's not a matter of like, oh, surely it'll stop getting like, oh no, okay, I know, it's like, but not a matter of like, surely it won't get better than this, and like all that, but it's like I think AI will always kind of like expand its
Yeah.
like
And they're
skills, I guess.
and no matter how many people are gonna protest or what, the big companies they're not gonna stop funneling money into it.
Yeah, because they see a lot of money making from it, so it is
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Yeah, it just really pains me that there are people, genuine creators who are like making little to nothing, and meanwhile these fucking idiots are like using like AI just to make money that they like probably some people are making money that probably a lot of people can't even fathom. Um Meanwhile these small artists are just, again like so for like a good example, like the AI artist that I didn't know was AI. In hindsight, I see it now, but I underestimated music AI, um, because there was just like genuine consistency with it, and it did feel like it was an actual person like singing, not like you
Uh
know,
huh.
but like you would do the math, so they make like I think like for like Spotify like they make like maybe I think it's like what I don't know what the exact I think it's like a fourth or fifth of like a cent or something like that per like someone like streams your song.
Uh-huh.
And this are these like AI things they get like a million. They so like I think that's around like and then like the video I watched where they like exposed that they were AI, and that's how I found out was they're like making like $50,000 on just one song.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, there's artists who are generally trying the hardest just to get like a few hundred streams. And again, this is not just with music, this is just with anything. Like, it's really sad to me that I feel like it's actively killing creativity and like just slowly pushing out the actual humans who are trying their best to like and have genuine passion for content creating.
Yeah.
But yeah. We talked a lot about this, so all of this was not the main point of the video because Matt wanted to talk about something, so I should let him talk about it. But this turned into a little
AI is killing creativity
and just content creation in general.
You know, I guess I can talk about the dating shit next podcast.
Okay.
So, why not? So guys, thank you for listening in. Hope you enjoyed. And that will do it. That will do it for this episode of the NerdVibed podcast. Also, man, as a closing note, not gonna lie, I'm I don't mean to say this as like a man, you were stupid at some point, but I am fucking unironically proud of Jake because I know that at some point he like you used to have like used to be like fucking with AI a lot at some point a few years back, and I remember talking to Mel like, man, I'm kind of like worried about Jake low key because like he kind of uses AI a lot, and I'm kind of worried about him.
That's why I changed my profile picture on Discord.
Yeah.
I'm like, sooner or later someone's gonna call me out on it being AI, even though I still. So I'm like, I have to change it.
Like, there was like a point like less than 2 years ago, guys, where like I was like genuinely worried about Jake's well-being with AI. And I'm glad that like he now knows.
He probably thought I had like an AI girlfriend like on the side.
I generally there's like a time period like I was generally like. I feel like he generally prefers talking to AI more than people. I'm not gonna lie, like it's like.
It's just because
you had that little thing at some point.
Yeah. It's just because I was so like. There has to be like some sort of study with like autism with like AI and stuff. It was just like I was just so hyper fixated and so like wowed by like the technology that my imagination kind of takes over. So it wasn't me like. It was just me just being very imaginative and just trying to have fun with it. Instead of me just being like lured into, but no, I did not have an AI virtual assistant. Those things are scams. Or no, not virtual. The AI girlfriend shit. Gooning shit. No, but yeah, that's just my explanation. But yeah, I do see that.
I don't want you to feel like you have to make an apology video about it.
Guys,
listen.
I listen.
I was in a bad spot.
It's just like my response.
That AI girlfriend told me she was 18 years old. She was Windows 18.
Oh man.
She told me she was Windows 18.
Yeah.
Not Windows 14.
Yeah, it was just, that's just where I was coming from. That was just, I'm very imaginative, and when I have like a technology that's like basically like, oh, you can do whatever you want, I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna do whatever I want.
Yeah.
It wasn't me like trying to like and again, and over time I would cut back less and less on it. Like I don't even touch character AI anymore. Like I don't even. But I was just slowly rolling back, and now it's just like I will like say I have like I'm like trying to write a book, and I would use like chat not to now when I say it now everyone's gonna start like getting their shotguns out.
So you just backtrack the entire video? Wow.
Like
Faker?
Like again, no, I would use it how as it should be. That use it to help and give you brainstorm
You
That
know,
was
there's
it. That
people
was
out there that are just gonna be like, well, if you use AI once in general, then you're kind of against us. So I merely,
that's
I
just how people are. Polarization just takes over
yeah,
everything now. That, but I'm, but now I don't touch any
yeah,
AI now. It's like literally like I got like Grammarly and like literally I'm um for helping me with writing, and like I literally just turned off the AI
yeah,
feature. Like, oh, we got AI. I'm like off.
yeah.
Nope. Like yeah, but yeah. So that's just where I was coming from with that whole thing. It's just like again, I'm very imaginative, and it was like if there's a system that's like that's what AI is. It's just like, oh, you can do anything. It's like, oh, my brain's just gonna get into like creative, like imaginative, being like, oh, we can do anything. I'm gonna do anything.
Uh-huh.
um, and just, but yeah, I understand, and like again, I do condone AI. I just wish that AI was. I do wish that AI would be something that would actually be helpful and beneficial to us
Yeah.
instead of just taking us over our creativity. And
I
like I don't want people, no matter where part of the country, I don't want people's electric bills going up because of these fucking data
oh,
centers. Like
that's like, you know, I admittedly, I don't want both of us to be like to like seem like we're fucking like posers with this kind of thing, but like I use Chat GPT sometimes for like stupid fucking questions
yeah.
and sometimes other things here and
Oh
there.
yeah,
But
I don't mean I don't press like the actual AI, but like I do if I'm when I have like a compulsion or I'm like really worried about something, I will just Google it and just wait for like just for the AI like thing to like give me some like reassurance, like you're gonna be okay.
yeah,
It's gonna be okay. Like
um
like that's what it's. But yeah, like
but like I think my biggest problem more than like the creativity is like the fact that like there's like a huge fucking risk with AI where like it uses electricity and like it uses water.
yeah,
That's like the biggest thing
yeah,
about
like
it, I think, to most people. Like it's fucked. I
yeah.
wish there was like a thing. I
I
don't know
would
if it's
hate
like possible.
I would hate being a homeowner right now. Like if
Yeah.
you're near a data center, because they're like, hey, so we're gonna raise your electric bill.
Oh,
Like
that has to be a fucking nightmare.
we're gonna triple your electric bill to power because we need power to for this AI data center that you did not consent
The
to.
concept of being like a fucking guy in his 40s that lives next to a data center and he uses Chat GPT to be like, why is my electricity bill so high? Like, bro, the answer comes within the house.
The answer is in the house.
It is you. Look in the mirror. But like, yeah, like I wish. I mean, like anybody smart out there, if you're still listening, like, is there like a possibility where it's like, I'm not trying to be like, surely there's a way to meet to AI generate porn without feeling guilty about it, but like, is there like,
Okay, I've had those like dark thoughts that I'm like when I get like those ads, I'm like, is this actually real or is this okay? Is this ethical or not? But I'm like, nah.
yeah, I, 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 I wonder if there's like a possibility that AI can be used with like the generative power that doesn't fuck up Earth completely at all, that uses electricity or
Yeah,
uses our water. Cause surely there's like another power source that AI can use that won't fucking murder the entire Earth.
I would.
But
I was when I first heard about the water thing. I thought that was all like bunch of BS. That it was just like because I'm like they
yeah,
use technology that uses water.
admittedly, like I didn't understand it at
Yeah,
first. But then when I found out like it like does what evaporates like water, like
I,
gallons of water,
yeah. It's
it's wasteful. It's just fucking wasteful. So you know, I don't know, but it's fucked.
yeah,
It is fucked up for sure. But I don't know. I guess that's all we have to say.
yeah. I'm sorry this was not the episode you wanted.
Oh yeah, I was gonna. Like I was starting off like because like I had the segue ready and everything. Like we're talking about like people getting on the channel and like I was gonna be like talking about like oh yeah we did those friend apps at some point. I was gonna segue that into like dating apps, like just like yup, I'm on them again. It sucks. But yeah, that'll be next episode because I do have a big fucking rant because I've been on the dating apps um again and it is miserable. So you know, tune
no
in.
matter how lonely,
Yeah.
no matter how lonely I am, I'm not going back to the apps or getting an AI.
Okay. Well, the main one I'm using right now is Facebook Dating, and the reason I'm using that is because it's free.
Yeah, it is free.
It is free, and that's the
That's
one
it.
I've had probably like even though I haven't had like success per se, I that's the one I've had like actual conversations on, even though
Yes.
they lasted a week or two at
Yeah.
most. But you know,
Yeah.
that's that. So yeah, next episode, I'll talk about that and whatever. So yeah, that'll do it.
Yep.
Thanks for watching.
Yep. Goodbye.
I'm gonna see if the AI generator is done.